Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Rose here. So today I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's community post. There was no title for this. It was just her going off on the reaction channels. So I wanted to react to it and also show you guys the comments from the people because they had a lot of great things to say. Oh, oops. Wrong button. Sorry. Let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see what I see. One moment. And there's the post. So this is what Foodie had to say. She says, actually, anybody who just plays my entire streams from now on, no need, not transformative. You want to add commentary to certain points, go ahead. Doesn't need to be the whole stream. So Foodie went from being hyper and in a very giddy mood to going off on the reaction channels again. I'm not exactly sure what set her off. I think it's because for whatever reason, she's decided to go after French Fry Girl again. I know that French Fry Girl, not only is she on YouTube, but she also has a Twitch channel and she streams on Twitch now. So Frenchie is on both platforms, and maybe Chantal doesn't like that. The fact that Frenchie is on a platform that she can't go to YouTube and go to whoever who is favoring her at YouTube and report her. She's on a different platform where she has no pull. So yeah, so she's getting mad and she's going off on the reactors saying, you can't use my stream, just use parts of it. You know what, Chantal? I'm sorry, you're not the head of YouTube. You may know someone at YouTube and that's why your channel hasn't been removed, but you're not in charge of the company and you did not write the terms of service. Okay, you just didn't. So you cannot tell reactors what they can and cannot react to, okay? But enough of my comments, let's go on to the people. Insane Wall Street Bets Trade says, you'll never actually go to court though, so it's an empty threat. Adding commentary to a part of the stream or the entire stream is irrelevant. Both are allowed. Absolutely true. Transformative means you're taking something and you are transforming it using editing, commentary, adding text, adding voices, adding cartoons, whatever you want. You are transforming it to where it's unique to you and it's not a direct ripoff of the person who made it. Now, if somebody were taking Chantal's stream and there's no editing, there's no anything, that means that would not be transformative. But look, here's Chantal in the comments. What does she say? She says, yup, I will. No, you won't. No, you won't. Madam, sit down. You just got through buying a $1,000 plus phone. That Samsung Galaxy XS22, that cost you over $1,000. So you're over there saying you're going to take all of us to court? Over 60 reaction channels? You got enough money to do that? Ma'am, if you had that kind of money, I seriously doubt you would have sold your TV. Okay? You sold your TV to pay for Natter's groceries. That means you're strapped for cash. But you're over there saying you're going to take everybody to court? You're going to pay the court costs and punitive damages and whatnot? No, I don't think you have that kind of money. If you had that kind of money, you wouldn't have been over there with your messy self, borrowing money from your family, taking out the payday loans. When you do all that, that means I'm stupid with my money and I don't know how to manage it. So you ain't taking nobody to court, girl. You wish in your dreams. Let's see. Insane replies back to her saying, do it then. You've been saying it for years, yet never do. Lawyers cost thousands, by the way, $400 an hour or so. Good luck. That's true. Lawyers are very expensive. They are not cheap. So that means if you go to court for something, you better have a doggone good reason. And you got to be in a position where you're going to win your case. If you lose, you're losing the case and lots of money. Miss Carl Maldy Woolner says, there's no way Green Pea would let you spend his grocery money on lawyers and you wouldn't have a leg to stand on, but go ahead. That's right. Nader would he would say, no, 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 don't spend my drug money and my food money on lawyers. We're not going to win anyway. Let's see. Tubber Rube says maybe pay your taxes first. Life of an Angel Mom says you won't do crap, never have, never will. Everybody knows it's an empty threat. Psyched for Life says it's not up to you to decide what is transformative. The H3H3 case set precedents about reactions. Reactors are allowed to use the full video. Yes, we are. And you know what? This is what I have to say. If Chantal can get on her channel and do self-harm content where she has said herself, I have an eating problem. I have an ED. I'm a binge eater. I'm an emotional eater. She has said that publicly. If she said that publicly and she's sitting there binging on food, that means she's doing self-harm content on YouTube and YouTube is allowing it. And she's sitting there doing drugs on camera and YouTube is allowing that. So she expects to get on YouTube and do that kind of crap. But those of us taking her content and just adding some editing is a problem. We're the bad guys? No, 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 Chantal. You're over there doing self-harm content and you're expecting big money for it. We're not the problem. You are. You with your toxic, boring nonsense that is played out and yet you won't change. And yet you expect that you're going to make big money off of it? Nah, nah. And speaking of transformative, and speaking of that, let's not forget all those times that she would sit there and react to Natter on her streams. And let's not forget Natter reacting to Foodie on his streams. So the both of them doing the reaction channel thing, but that's okay. That's perfectly all right. Okay. Kamar says you don't get to decide what transformative and you've made no real effort to learn what it is. You get it wrong every time. Trust me, if us reacting to Chantal was against TOS, really against it, we've all would have been way gone by now. She would wag her finger at YouTube and they would say, oh, you're right. This is against terms of service. Let's get rid of them. But they haven't. No, look how many reaction channels there are to Chantal. Why do you think that is? Because it's within the terms of service. Compared to Chantal doing the things that she does on her channel that are against terms of service. So Chantal's over there calling us leeches. Hey, Chantal, listen close. You're calling us leeches, yet you're over there being a scammer and you're leeching off of people. That postcard club, how long have you had that active? How long? What, 6 months? Has anybody gotten any postcards? No, not a single one. That means you're over there being a scammer. That means you're over there being a leech. You're leeching money off of people and you're not giving anything back. How about that? So you want to label other people as being leeches? You're the biggest one in the pond, sis. You're over there leeching off of people, saying, I'll send you a postcard. 6 months and $60 later, no postcard. None. Yeah, you want to talk leech? You want to talk mooch? Look in the mirror. Just look. Lori Lou Who says, when you go after Natter and Dee Dee for actually bullying and harassment, I'll take you seriously. Never going to happen. Right. So she doesn't like anybody reacting to her. Natter's done it plenty of times, yet she's not struck him and he's not gone after her. And then he pops up with new groceries. So yeah, you guys are making it obvious that you're protecting each other, that you're working together, you're all in cahoots. This whole thing on YouTube is just a scam. It's phony, it's fake, made up reality TV type drama without actually being on TV. It's on YouTube. You're all in agreement behind the scenes, especially right now, because Chantal's got all the money. Dee Dee and Nat are over there obviously hurting for money, and they're relying on her money to get them by. So yeah, they're all talking right now. Chantal got what she wanted. She got access to her man, and the two of them are in a position where, because they're lacking in money, they're listening to Chantal, and that's what she wanted. She wanted control. She got it. So she's a happy camper right now. She's very happy. Fibonacci fan says, I like how you pick and choose what abuser or shamer you're supposedly mad at that day. Do you ever have any original thoughts? It's rhetorical narcissists have to mimic normal behavior. Yeah, she picks and chooses when abuse is and when it isn't. Indy says, love how you don't like to be told what to do, but you think you can tell others what they can and can't do. Yeah, like, I'm going to live my life with no rules, but yet I'm going to shake my finger at everybody else. And oh, you can't react to me, and you can't use all my video, and you can't snipe me. Hey, Chantal, listen, do you know why your channel has lasted as long as it has? It's not because of the amazing content. That's for damn sure. No, it's lasted this long because of the reaction channels, because of everybody covering you and keeping people interested in you. You're welcome. Okay? You're over there spouting off at the reaction channels, being mad at them. But let's be honest, the past 2 years, what have you done to keep your channel interesting? Nothing. Nothing. Sitting in front of your camera, doing drugs, eating, being incoherent. Listen, if it hadn't been for the reaction channels, your channel would have tanked a long time ago. But now you've drifted to a place where even the reaction channels can't save you. We've done all we can do. We've kept your content as interesting as we could for as long as we could. You got to give us something to work with. If you give us nothing, what can we do? Okay? Anymore, I compare reacting to you to a toilet with one lone turd floating in the bowl and a bunch of people lining up around the bowl, looking down at it, trying to find some way to describe it to other people to make it interesting. And doing that day after day after day after day. And after a while, what else can you say about that turd? I mean, what other ways can you describe it to make it interesting? But that's what it's like reacting to you. Just looking at a turd in a toilet bowl and then trying to think of creative, funny ways to describe it to turn that into entertainment. You know, after a while, people are tired of hearing about the turd. They've heard about it every way there is. There's no other way to describe it. That's what your content is right now. Too Busy Raging says copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Like you always say, Chinny, if you don't like it, get off of YouTube, right? Look, she chose to put her content on a public forum. The things she's doing on her channel, in my opinion, a lot of them should be taken to OnlyFans or some other forum. Then whatever she does would be more appropriate. She does things on YouTube that are too adult, that are too graphic, that are basically fetish play or cater to different fetish groups. She doesn't have a YouTube page. She has a YouTube page where her goal is to try to draw in as many fetish groups and fetish people as possible, because some of them pay very well. Let's name a few. So she caters to the feeders. We know that because she comes on camera and she's eating the food. But that's not all. When y'all see her eat with her mouth open and food dripping down her shirt and the orgasm faces with the food, or wearing the too tight clothes, she's catering to the feeders. And as far as her acting like she's having trouble coming up the stairs or getting in her car, that's also catering to the feeders. That's catering to a subset of feeder group called immobilizers. And those are people that want to see people that are morbidly obese look like they're having trouble doing the simplest of tasks. So she's catering to the feeders. She's catering different subsets of the feeder fetish. She's also catering to people that they like seeing people living in filth. What else? She is an exhibitionist, so she's catering to those with that fetish, people who are voyeurs, that fetish too. I mean, there's different fetish groups that might be attracted to her page because of the things she does. Chantal is very money motivated. So whatever she does, it's all about attracting a certain group of people that might give her more money than the average Joe. So she doesn't care about the normal people on YouTube. She wants the fetish people because whatever fetish they might have, they'll give her more money. So that's what the page is all about. You know, she's taken stuff that really should be on OnlyFans and she's put it on a public forum because then she's able to reach more people. And if she went on OnlyFans or say a campsite, she would have a lot more competition. So she's doing adult stuff where adult stuff does not need to be. LET says, when you're failing to understand is that the majority of us still wouldn't give you the view. We will wait for recaps and will eventually lose interest. Good luck with that. Yeah, exactly. You know, Chantal, listen, your live streams are ridiculously long. It's crazy. Do you understand? Those of us that watch you, those of us that react to you, we got lives. We got things to do. We got to clean the house, got to take care of the kids, got to go to work, take care of our pets, all that. You get on camera for 6 to 10 hours a day. Do you understand that nobody has that kind of time to watch you? Nobody. Nobody has 6 to 10 hours to devote exclusively to you, to watch you. You don't seem to understand that, or if you do, you don't care. That people have lives. They got things to do. I know what you're doing over there. You turn on your camera and you are making the long live streams on purpose for the purpose of getting more ad money. That's why you do it. It's not because you miss your beezers. It's not because you enjoy talking to people. It's about clocking in and clocking out a certain number of hours per day to make sure you get a certain kind of income, because that's all you're surviving on these days is the ad money. You're not getting a lot of super chats. You keep losing members. The ad money is basically the bulk of the money you make anymore. It didn't used to be that way, but it is now. But 6 to 10 hours a day, that's insane. I don't think anybody else does that but you. So yeah, people wait for the recaps. You know, the reactors, we take all of your content, we'll condense it down as much as we can. We put it in front of people and say, hey, if you want to keep up with Chantal, here's like the Reader's Digest version of events. And then people can catch up with you and they don't have to go through 6 to 10 hours of nonsense to find out. That's why the reaction channels are so popular. We condense your garbage down to a very small pile of trash that people can get through rather quickly and then go on. Melanie says, just strip the filters. That's 100% transforming. Yeah, yeah, Chantal, transform your own content. Take the filters off. Oh my God, that was good. That was good, Melanie. That was really good. You made me go ha ha hee hee. All right. Melanie, Emily says, no way to find the minuscule amount that's actually interesting without slogging through the whole garbage. Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. Yeah, you know, like Chantal streamed this morning. I was like, okay, is there anything here? Is there anything here? That's why I don't react to her whole stream. Look, if she's high, I'm like, once she gets to a certain point with her being high, I cut it off. It's like, hey, you know, she's just gonna ramble. I'm done here. I'll play like, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, and then we're done, or I'll skip ahead, skip ahead. And when I see her getting too effed up on drugs, I'm out. You know, reacting to her when she's that high, I just can't. I just can't. Uh, this is Mrs. Pluto Booty says, listen, all they need to do is remove your camera filters and that'll be transformative enough. Oh, Lord. Hey, I don't know if there is such a program out there that can do that. I don't think there is. But we transform it in our own ways. Like right now, me doing her community post, I'm adding my commentary. I'm not just reading the comments. I'm transforming it by adding my commentary and reading everybody else's comments. Jack Douglas says stream sniping is infringing and breaking copyright law as it impacts your views. You can see it on Twitter. Your own haters proving this to be true, providing evidence to the hit to your views as a result of stream snipers sniping at the same time. So you're completely entitled to strike stream snipers. It's not hard to wait until you're done. So your own views and content are infringed, impacted. Hey, Jack Douglas, you know what I have to say to you? Boo. Boo. Hear me? Boo. I'm booing at you. I'm throwing tomatoes. It's not infringing on her rights. It isn't. It's not against terms of service. And the entire time that we are reacting to Chantal, and I've never stream sniped her, okay? But if I did stream snipe Chantal just once, I'm not just sitting there playing her stream all the way through without talking and restreaming it on my channel. I'm transforming it as I go. I'm talking. I'm addressing comments. That's transformative. So I don't know if you're a big old super fan of Chantal, but I'm sorry, sir. You're wrong. And here's something for you, Jack. Do you know part of the reason why she gets stream sniped, especially when she rages or she does something stupid? Because we know Chantal. We know her very well. Anything interesting, she'll dirty delete. So if she's doing a stream that's at all interesting, you got two choices. Either hit the record button and get as much as you can before it's gone, or live stream and play the video so you can capture it. Otherwise, it's going to be gone. Chantal is known for the dirty deleting anything of interest that's not her usual getting high, getting dreamed out, eating. She's going to get rid of it. She yells at us and saying, they're cutting into my income. But please, sir, understand that she cuts into her income far more than we ever could by the dirty deletes. How many videos a month does she dirty delete? A lot. A lot. And every stream that she deletes, she's cutting her own money off because she's losing out on money from views. So she dirty deletes, and every time she does, that's money lost. She will play videos. I'm sorry. She'll play music in her live streams. Hello, copyright claim. When you play music in your live stream, copyright claims get created, and whoever that stuff belongs to, they can claim the revenue. And so she plays music a lot. Okay, so the record companies can claim that income, and between that and the dirty deletes, she's cutting off her nose to spite her face. We have nothing to do with that. She knows what the rules are on YouTube. She knows the TOS. If she chooses to try to find the loophole in the YouTube system to keep from getting in trouble with YouTube, if she wants to say what she wants to say and then dirty delete, well, the cost of that is you're cutting off the income you could have made off that video. And if she chooses to play copyrighted music, knowing there's going to be copyright claims, well, then she's choosing to play the music versus make the money. So don't be yelling at the reaction channels. We're not the reason why she's losing money. We're not the reason why she's broke right now. We had got nothing to do with that. If anybody likes Chantal, they can go directly to her channel and watch her. Everybody has a choice. The people that come to reaction channels, they come to us because they don't like Chantal and because they are not enablers. The people that are on her channel, you're all enablers. You're enabling an addict. Sorry, it's true. You're enabling a fucking addict. putting money in the pocket of an addict, and you know what they're going to use it for. They're going to go buy drugs. They're going to binge out on food. You're encouraging the self-harm content. Sorry, there's no way around it. Argue with me. You won't win. Let's see. What else we got here? Vix Pick says, it's because I said you should strike Natty first, isn't it? You know what? Of all the people on YouTube that she should be going after, Natter should be first. Right? He should be first. He's done the most harm to Chantal. So why go after the reaction channels? We haven't done anything in real life to her the way that he supposedly has. Danny Boy says, you say you will, but you're always too lazy to do it. You just keep in throwing your money at a psycho. Yep, and buying him groceries. He's an abusive man, but let me make sure he stays fed. Make that make sense. LMN says, all talk but no action. Go buy Natter some groceries or something. She already did. $300 worth. Monica Pondu says she must have looked at her check coming in a few days. Must be much lower than she anticipated. Oh, is anybody surprised? You know, when you have a channel and you make it your business to do as little as possible, can you be surprised when you're not making money? Again, it's not the reaction channels, they got nothing to do with that. She can make as little or as much on her channel as she wants, but she's got to put the work in. She's got to put it in. If you don't put the work in, don't expect the reward. Carol says, strike them and find yourself canceled again. You just don't get it. You really don't understand anything. Well, here's a little lesson for you, Chantal. Let me point this out. So your little boy toy, Natter, you know, he was over there throwing strikes left and right, making trouble for all the channels, right? There weren't that many people reacting to him to begin with, but he just decided to throw the strikes. And then the people that were reacting to him, they're not wanting to deal with him anymore. Look how his channel has suffered. Look, he's getting less viewers. He messed with his own money. He thought he was being smart, and he wasn't. He cut off his nose to spite his face. You know, like saying, oh, the reaction channels, blah, blah, blah. Well, the reaction channels, they were the only reason why anybody was watching you. But you went after him. And now nobody's watching. And now he's over there raging, you know? Take a lesson from what happened to your guy. Sarah Alley says, and I'll still only observe the reaction channels. Yep. Kathy L says, I'd be packing if I were you. Next week is the arc. It must be a stressful time for you. Is that why you're in such a good mood? Yeah, I don't get that. She was all happy and stuff yesterday, and now she's ragey. Must be the crash from playing in the snow. Salamander Pie says, would you like the honest answer from a person who doesn't watch your channel? I learned about you from reaction channels and tried watching you, but stopped because you attack your viewers at random. I'm not going to support someone who will flip out and attack me at any second. There you go, Chantal. Here's someone who is not a hater, just an honest bystander. He doesn't want you because you're known for going off on people. And some people just aren't comfortable with that. Some people are not just going to sit there and take that abuse. You know, your bad manners, your bad behavior, your abusive, controlling, manipulative behavior. Some people aren't down with that and won't put up with that. You know, people are getting turned off by the way you behave. Whale Watch says, copy strike them all, Chinny. Show them who the biggest girl in town is. I'd like to see her try. Honestly, I'd like to see her try. You know, you can sit there and pump up Chantal all you want. She would never dare, because even though she's playing this game where she's like, oh, I hate the reaction channels, I think it's all a game to her, because I think she knows in the back of her freaking head that if it weren't for the reaction channels, her channel would just wither on the vine. You know? The colorful gecko says, LMAFAO, girl. If you're striking channels, you really think we're going to go on your stream and give you views to watch? You're right. Yeah, like let's see that happen. Olga says, YouTube paycheck is getting smaller. I see. Either her paycheck is getting smaller or her expenses are getting bigger. Right now, she's over there taking care of herself, her cats, Pete's, Natter, probably Dee Dee, since Dee Dee is living with Natter. Who else is on your payroll, Chantal? Maybe it's not the reactors that are the problem. Maybe the problem is you got too many freaking people on your payroll and not a single one of them have a job or have money of their own. You think? I think that's it. Just financing too many people that are losers. Jennifer says, that's not how it works, girl. Go claim. You will get a counter. That's right. We will counter. Chantal has gone on record as saying that she purposely picks on the smaller channels because, in her words, because they don't have the money to fight back. She'll go after the smaller channels because she assumes they don't know what's going on. They're going to get too scared. They don't have the money to fight back. So I'll get my way. Well, guess what, Chantal? Every single one of us will fight back. We will counter. Even the smaller channels that don't know how to counter, they can talk to the bigger channels and find out. They will. So try your nonsense and see what happens. Faye K says, Chantal, I hope you follow through though. And she won't. She won't. She's all talk, no action. Look, if this woman is too lazy to wipe her butt after she goes to the bathroom, you think she's going to follow through with doing like the strike? She won't. She won't. Okay, so that's it for this community post. I'm going to go on and see what's going on with her live stream, the one she just finished. And then I've got some housework and stuff to do. So thank you guys for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for spending your time here. And please take care. Bye-bye.